Quebec cannot be subsumed by liberal problems all the time. And it takes our attention away from real problems of real people who are waiting too long in emergency wards, and the fact that the Liberal government just caved towards the doctors and not forcing them in these super clinics to open on Saturday nights and Sunday nights, and that they're still going to give them 6% raise this year when the rest of Quebecers don't have that. I mean, if we don't talk about this, they have a free pass to do all this that has, 20,000 people left emergency wards last year without any care, more than the year before. And this is it, we're 363,000 Quebecers that went to the hospital to have care left because they were fed up with the wait. That's not a way to run a health system. And I think it's more important to try and fix that than to every day have to talk about how the Liberals try to create a system whereby they would give nominations and contracts against funding. It's a scandal. We should get to the bottom of it. We should have the people responsible be charged and sentenced and just move on. And I'm frustrated that we can't move on, and I hope we can move on before the next election.
Just a quick clarification. I just want to verify, Mme. Lamarre, did you say 25% of Quebecers don't have a family doctor? And that's a failure,
yeah.
as far as you're
concerned.
concerned?
With Ontario, where 8% only of Ontario people don't have family physicians. So it's quite a difference, and it's how does it happen that they are successful and we fail? A part of this solution is that they have 2,300 nurse practitioners since 2009, and we still have only 400. And our nurse practitioners, EPS, super nurse, they always have to work under the supervision of a physician. So we cannot send them alone by themselves in a CLSC, for example, or in a dispensary close to people in some area in Quebec. So this is one part of the solution. The other part is home care. Because many people who don't have any support at home, their only door they have to go is emergency. So we have to implement a very strong home care network and to be sure that we fulfill patient needs, because most of the people, they want to stay home as long as possible, but we have nothing, strong to offer to them. We had problems in our health system before transfer, but I would say that the Liberal government involve all his energy in physicians. They invest in physicians, and actually, for example, just having the $888 million of increase for 20,000 physicians, comparing to 69 million for all home care. As increasing in this budget, This is an example where the priority are. And this government, it did that for so many years now, and during the last 15 years, at the same time as other places in the world invest in home care and first-line treatment, this government invested in hospital care only, mostly, and in physicians' remuneration. So we have to deal differently with this. And I don't think actually that Mr. Barrette, who pushed for this increase in remuneration of physicians, and then he pulled when he was health minister, So we have 15 years of this concentration of money and investment, and all, I would say, caring was around physicians instead of being around patients. And if we start from patients, we will develop a different team, and we will make more other health professionals involved in this, in care. I would give you a very simple example. Audiologists, they have a master degree, 5 years, and they are not allowed to wash ear. This is a medical or nurse act, So this is only one example. Ergotherapeut, they do all the tests according to a patient, a citizen to have the right to have his driving license, okay? But at the end, after this evaluation, a physician still have to sign and get remuneration for that. People with hygiéniste dentaire, they are not allowed to go in home care because they always have to work under the supervision of a dentist. That means that if an elderly person has his own teeth, she won't be allowed to have any just détartrage, of her teeth. There are so many examples I can give to you where we still keep our health professionals in an old pattern that we had 40 years ago. And this is something that Mr. Barrett is not open to at all. He still all put energy and power in physicians, and we have to change this drastically.
Merci. Merci beaucoup.
The heads of UPAC, the SQ, and DPCP, should they be appointed by 2/3 of the National Assembly?
Yeah, we've been promoting that for quite a while. Yes.